Hi, I'm Nord, and this is TLDR Plays, the series where we review games in 5 minutes or less so that you can decide whether they're right for you. Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara is an adorable, relaxing 3D puzzle platformer which has you navigating fast-paced levels, outwitting traps, and collecting shells along the way. You play as Koa, accompanied by her friend Napopo, on their journey through the world of Mara. Pirates have plundered Koa's home island, and your aim is to win back what they've stolen by taking part in races arranged by the pirates themselves. In Koa, you unlock islands of the archipelago level by level, using maps that are collected and deciphered by the local cartographer. From sandy beaches and shady coves to bubbling volcanoes and icy peaks, there's a real sense of variety to the different levels. Each island has new races and challenges to play, utilising mechanics in a way that, for the most part, is very intuitive. You're introduced to a variety of interesting characters through conversations in an almost visual novel style, which I personally found charming, though some may prefer not to have to read all the dialogue themselves. The aesthetic design of Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara is bright, colourful and charming, reminiscent of bubbly 3D adventures from the past like Super Mario Sunshine and Wind Waker. With its vivid colour and cartoonish characters, the game definitely feels geared towards a younger audience, but I have to say that I can see this becoming popular with gamers of any age, and I think the key to this lies in the feel of the gameplay. There are currently 2 gameplay modes to choose from, normal and relaxed. The key difference between these is the checkpoints. Relaxed mode has more checkpoints, making it more accessible to new or younger players. Something worth noting though is that if you struggle with one level repeatedly, the game actually gives you the option to swap to relaxed game mode for that one level, helping you overcome the levels you struggle with so that you can keep progressing rather than getting stuck on that level alone. In Koa, you will tackle jumping puzzles, dodge traps, and reach platforms using Koa's unique mix of movements and abilities. One thing I really appreciated was that you have to utilise movements differently for every level, as an ability that helps you whiz through a challenge in one level might actually make things more difficult in another, so you have to be ready at a moment's notice to change your approach. The main element that ties all the levels together, however, is time. You race against the clock, or sometimes your peers, to land the best score and earn yourself medals. The game is a dream for speedrunning, so if you love trying to beat your personal best in as little time as possible, this may very well be up your alley. Much like the coins in Super Mario or music notes in Banjo-Kazooie, in Koa and the Five Pirates, you'll be collecting seashells, which can be used to buy various cosmetic upgrades. Seashells can be found through exploration, races, and even through little tasks like throwing trash into froggy recycling bins dotted around the place. In terms of controls, the game supports both keyboard and controller input, though I have to say that this game warrants the use of a controller if you have one. While I still found it playable with keyboard controls, the overall feeling of gameplay is far smoother and much more intuitive using a controller. Also, while I was playing with the controller, it gave me a real sense of nostalgia, reminding me of the 3D platformers I used to play and love on the GameCube. As a kid who grew up in the 2000s, this game felt like a nostalgic homage to some of my favourite childhood games and a breath of fresh air at the same time. The bright, Ghibli-inspired aesthetic and the speedy, obstacle-laden levels let me disconnect from the world and simply enjoy the game for what it is. While the game is absolutely accessible for younger audiences, I think that players of any age could dive into Koa and genuinely enjoy themselves. If I had one wish for this game, it would be for an additional difficulty mode and some form of multiplayer so that I was able to challenge and race against friends in real time. Aside from that, I think that Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara has the potential to become incredibly popular, and I personally hope to see many more hopping in and trying it out for themselves. Koa and the Five Pirates of Mara is out now on Steam for PC and Nintendo Switch. That's all for now. Make sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with all the indie games out there. Bye!